What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So my last video that I posted is about burns and about votes on burns. If you guys want to check that out and vote on whether we should continue to talk about burns or associate ourselves with Terra Luna Classic burns or focus just on utility, we'll have the different polls that are over here. And, we can change our focus. We will. It will hurt because I do believe in the burn process a lot, but we can definitely change our focus. So go ahead and vote on that. Go and watch that video and then vote on it. And if you feel a certain way, I'll go with it, So hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you guys check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, @Perry8K, you can follow me over there. Now, if you don't know the history around what was going on with the burn rate, let me fill you in just a little bit. We started out with a 1.2% burn. That 1.2% burn got X'd in about 3 weeks because it wasn't doing as much. We saw less volume, and then people thought that we would see more volume, more utility, just a lot of different things with 0.2%. So within that, between the 0.1 and 0.2% before we changed over, there was a lot of discussion with Binance to implement the 1.2%. They decided to X that, and they went with a 0.1% fee burn, not a tax burn. So they're burning off consistently. We're seeing them burn about 20 billion over the last 2 months or so, right? So that's great to be able to see that. But no other exchange is doing any type of burns, whether it's a fee burn or a tax burn. We're not seeing anything. So in the past, I have tried to reach out to a lot of people, a lot of CEXs saying, hey, when are you doing the burns? Are you doing the burns? Obviously, they didn't get back to me. They have hundreds of thousands, if not millions of followers, and they have a bunch of different comments that they get to. And, I've had some retweets, I've had some likes, but it's just not enough to get their attention. And even if it is, who's to say that they would respond, that they even care about that? But I've tried to reach out to the top 20 exchanges and said, if the top 20 exchanges agree to this, then we could see this 0.2% burn that's implemented. We don't even have to worry about the 1.2%. We could worry about the 0.2 and see it implemented across the board. Well, I've gotten nothing besides Coinin and lightbit.eu. MEXC has done the burn in the past, but they haven't responded to anything that I've sent out recently. And to give you an understanding of how much I have been sending out, so I sent something out to MEXC a little bit ago, which has about 100 likes, 43 retweets, nine comments. But then you could scroll down here. Maybe like a day ago, you're going to see that I also mention all of these exchanges again and creating a video. Do it again, retweet if you want to see the burn tax off chain, which got a decent amount of likes and retweets and all of that. Same thing with this. The same day, I was releasing a lot of it. Also talking about, burning here and how much I am burning, and talking about CZ and how he's saying buyback burning does increase the price, increase the potential, increase the, the popularity, the movement of Terra Luna Classic. So I'm constantly saying something about it and hoping for a response, but I'm not getting any type of bites, any type of responses. But in my opinion, this is the way that we get Binance to burn all of their supply, not all of their supply, but a big portion of their supply, implementing the burn tax and, seeing others do the same thing. This right here. So this is something that I created just to get everybody to agree. And right now, again, we only have 2 exchanges that have agreed, which is Lightbit and Coinin, which Coinin is already doing it. Lightbit, I believe, is already doing it, but I don't know if they have a lot of volume, if any. But I want to see these top 20 exchanges agree, because then if the top 20 exchanges agree, that's 99.5% of the overall volume. So the way that we get Binance to agree, the way that we burn off 99% of this supply, is by seeing all of the CEX volume, which is 99% of the volume that actually happens. The DEX volume, we don't see a ton of volume that happens there. CEX volume, we see a ton. Millions, hundreds of millions, maybe even billions or multiple billions of dollars that go through CEXs. So if we can find a way to get 99.5% of it to flow with the 0.2% burn tax, we can see so much of an impact here. And this is the reason why I talk about this. So how do we get Binance to do it? Right? Binance has multiple pieces here, right? They own PancakeSwap. Is that right? Binance TR, Binance, right? They have all these different ones here. So maybe looking at well over 50, 55% of the volume. So if we're seeing Binance, or we want to see Binance do it, how do we get them to implement it? Well, we need to find a way to get all these other exchanges on here. We need to start with an exchange that we know will implement it. And MEXC is probably the closest one to do that. The reason why they're the closest one to do that is because they have done it in the past. They've implemented a 1.2% burn. And we want to see them do it again, not the 1.2%, but just 0.2%. And they don't even have to implement it right away. They just have to agree to implement it. Because once you see one of the top 20 exchanges do it, then you start to see maybe a trickle effect of other exchanges that are going to do it. So we need to find a way to get MEXC, Gate.io, BitBuy, all of these are, Bybit, all of these different platforms here, like Kraken, MEXC, HG, everyone here to agree to that. Because then if they do agree to it, then we can start to see, all right, Binance does agree to it as well, and they will be able to implement it, as of the new year or as of whatever date. So that's the way that we get them to implement the burn tax. But the problem is that we need more support to do it. We need a hashtag. We need something trending. We need something as big as what we saw with boycotting Binance. I'm not saying that we have to boycott anything, but we need something as big as that, because if we do have something as big as that, then we start to see more movement and more belief and probably more of a response from multiple exchanges. I think once we get that first exchange to do so, well, now we have that support, that little bit of support that we needed, 1% of the volume, which could be huge. But again, it doesn't hold true unless all of the top 20, by volume, decide to agree on this. So it can happen. I truly do believe in burns. Again, if you guys want to go and vote to let me know if you care about burns at all, if you don't even want to focus on it anymore, let me know and I won't focus on it anymore. But it seems like there's a lot of people that do still believe in it. And you don't only have to believe in burns. You can believe in burns and utility. You can believe in utility and burns. But what's crazy is people are picking one side or the other, and that's what really drives me crazy and what drove me to make that video previous to this one. But let's see how this all pans out. I'm gonna keep going with it, and if we see enough responses to say, look, we need to keep going, we need to stay strong with this, then we will continue to stay strong with it. And I just don't want to sound like a broken record, but it seems like I just keep explaining myself as to how effective burns will be. Even with the thought of creating this utility, they're still pushing that it will burn Terra Luna Classic a lot, right? They're still pushing that mindset, but then we shouldn't care about burn, so it doesn't line up with me. But anyways, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, answer the poll on YouTube, answer the poll on Twitter, and hopefully, we can come to an agreement, I guess, because I hate seeing the community divided. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here and I'll catch you guys in the next video.